everyone, and welcome back to the 4th episode of the Tavern Idiots Gaming Podcast. My name is Connor, and I'm joined by Sam and Miguel. We are your Tavern Idiots, covering everything for this week's gaming news. It's January 25th, 2019.
2019.
What are you, a fucking YouTuber? All right, chill out.
I mean, we do have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Follow us
yeah,
on
you're right.
Twitter.
Newly established as of 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's gonna be a meme page actually.
Go check it out.
Yeah, a little bit of memes, a little bit of
Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm kind
OC.
of surprised that we've actually gotten this far in this podcast already. To be honest, I thought we were going to do one, and then that was it.
Episode 1, and then we cut it, you know?
Well, that hiatus there looked a bit sketch for a moment, but that's because, winter had come. Didn't you, Connor, make a YouTube channel with our friend Cole?
Oh, yeah, I did.
And,
Lasted one episode.
One
Okay,
episode.
The only reason that lasted one episode is because fucking Cole took the Elgato, and now we couldn't record.
The Elgato.
Okay,
I don't
I'm
even
just
know
lying.
what
That's actually not true. And Cole would beat me up for saying that, but no, it's just because we didn't feel like recording. It was a bigger pain in the ass to record for that than it was to record for this. This is more
Well, I'm
simple.
just sitting in my dorm doing unspeakable things while we record. It's kind of my deal. I'm watching YouTube right now, actually. Doing that too.
Anyway,
You're watching our
today,
podcast during.
today we found out, or we didn't find out, there was a new update for Siege for the Rainbow Six Invitational. What do we got? We got some packs, some new outfits, headgears, and charms, and weapon skins, as well as a new Pro League playlist. Is that right, Connor?
Yeah, okay. The Pro League playlist is actually pretty cool. Imagine it, folks, as sweaty casual. That's what you get out of that. Yeah.
So just ranked without ranked.
Casual.
It's ranked without being ranked, and there's a banning phase, and it goes to best of whatever.
Best of 6.
Best of
What you
7,
said.
I think. Yeah. Well,
Best
wait.
of something.
It's
Can't wait to play that for a while.
I mean, it's interesting because it's
fun.
a new game mode in a game that's kind of been not the same, but it has a core foundation that doesn't change very often. The only other game mode that we got that has been different is the one with the zombies. That was a year ago.
Yeah,
Chimera.
I think that was a long time.
Outbreak. It's the one with Lion and
Outbreak.
Finka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But right now I'm looking at my monitor and I'm looking at the menu.
What? Looking at your monitor?
It's Maestro and Clash, and I don't know why Clash has her tongue out. That kind of.
Wait, Clash has her tongue out? What the
Yeah, she has her tongue out.
It was it was whack. I mean, I like the art. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but Maestro looks constipated, and Clash just looked like she just took 10 tabs of fucking LSD. She's fucking wilding out over here.
The milk dud alone.
Oh my god.
It just looks like. Oh my god.
Minorities, am I right?
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
We don't want to get shut down. It's not what we're trying to. That's not the goal here.
Oh, that's not your goal, Sam.
Wow. All right.
Oh god. What else is on this damn sheet? Oh, okay. So the Resident Evil 2 release was today. Sam actually told me that. Or no, who told me that it came? Someone told me that it came out. No, I think it was Cole. Cole told me that it came out today, and I was like, no, it comes out on the 25th, and today is the 25th, and I.
Nice.
It's the 25th of January.
Nice, Connor.
It's the 25th of January. It doesn't feel like the 25th.
It doesn't
January
feel
is
like January.
almost over, and it's almost February of 2019, folks. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
what?
My birthday is in a couple weeks, but I think it's because we've been on winter break for so long. At least I have. This is my first week of classes, and it's syllabus week, and I hate it.
I don't like syllabus week either.
No, it's terrible. I'm in this Asian Civ class, and the teacher was just talking about this is where Asia is. If you don't know that China is in East Asia, then I'm sorry, but how the hell did you get into college? First of all, if you can't understand that simple concept, why did the teacher spend time on this? Jesus Christ.
Sam.
Oh man.
Ugh.
Hey, chill out, dude. All right.
Yeah, this is a podcast, man.
This is a podcast.
We live in Colorado. Most.
Jeez, Sam. Sorry, nobody knows where your family comes from. All right, chill out.
I'm not even fucking Chinese. I'm Filipino. That's like the lesser Asians. We do drugs.
You're the Asians that do drugs.
Pretty much. Well, this is all very, very stereotypical, and for that I don't really apologize because I'm making fun of myself.
You heard it here, folks. He does not apologize.
You know how many times Miguel called me a cracker?
What?
Have you ever done that?
No, I have not.
that is a lie. Jesus Christ.
No,
Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Okay, yeah, gaming.
Resident Evil 2.
Woof.
So
Evil
I'm
2,
not going to pick
yeah.
it up because I'm short on funds right now.
Yeah,
But
same.
I'm gonna watch a shit ton of gameplay on it myself. I'd like to pick it up.
The loser way of not buying a game.
That basically,
that's what I did with The Order.
That's what it is.
You remember that game? It was like steampunk Victorian era London with monsters. I kind of watched The Order instead of buying it because I was like, well, it looks interesting, but
I didn't even. Hear
I don't
about
want to buy it. The Order, 1866 or something like that, with the electro guns. Tyler was interesting.
There's one game that I'm thinking of that's like, what's the game where they all have like masks and they're all like white, and then it's like a cartoonish game, and it's like open world.
Oh, We Happy Few?
Yeah, We Happy Few. That's what I was.
Oh, has that ever been
Remember
released? Is that released? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been released.
Yeah, since when? You idiot.
No, but like I thought that
You
was...
live in your dorm way too much, Sam. You need to get out
honestly
sometime.
do. I was in my dorm last night, and people were just hanging out outside, and I was like, I could join them, but I'm a lazy fuck.
You'd rather do
I didn't.
terrible things in your dorm, as you.
Terrible, unspeakable things. How long has
Unspeakable.
We Happy Few been out? Because I've
It's been out for a while. It was a good game.
I
I've even watched
swear,
gameplay on it.
I swear it was like early access. Early access in 2016 with a full version in 2018. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
You're still dumb though.
I am so
Sam, you're
dumb.
still living in 2016.
I kind of am. Ever since 2016, life has not seemed exactly right. Kind of been weird.
Sam is the internet explorer of this podcast.
I don't even...
Jeez.
So, Resident Evil 2.
You okay? Are you all right?
To get over the fact that I was just called the Internet Explorer of this podcast.
Okay. Resident Evil 2 came out today. That's all you need to know, folks. I mean, did anyone else besides me play Resident Evil 7? I think Sam
No.
played Resident Evil 7.
No.
I played it a little bit.
Well, you guys were busy playing Resident Evil 7. I was busy.
You were in your dorm?
No, I was at prom in junior year.
Ooh, prom.
It was not that fun.
I'll ask you
actually.
I feel like prom isn't fun at all.
No, what happened was this the year I asked 2 people out? It was the year I asked 2 people out.
Damn, all right.
Do you want to hear the story behind that? I feel like
We got time. Let's hear it.
we do have time. So, oh god, this is making... I really hate this because someone could very well be listening to this, and that
There's
would...
like 2 views on our podcast.
All right.
The only
if
person who's
Kylie-
going to hear this is Anthony, and he's only listening because we know he's going to shit on him in the end of the episode.
Hey, don't give away the plan. All right.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
if Kylie or Eastland or Savannah hears this, well, God, I was a fucking idiot. Please forgive me for any cringy shit I did. Anyway, so spring break 2016, I decide to go on this kind of like a school trip. This is a good way to say it, with my orchestra,
Okay. Yep.
right? And on the orchestra went, or like the people who wanted to go in the orchestra went, and the choir went. So it was a really good time. A lot of people. Our friend Matt went on the trip as well. I roomed with him. It was amazing. And one of the big things about this trip was there was like a dinner cruise. It was like a catered dinner on kind of like a yacht that would sail around New York City, pretty much. You could see like, the Statue of Liberty out in the distance for a little bit. That was really cool. Now, on this dinner cruise, I think I was flirting with this girl named Kylie, right? And I was like, man, I think I like Kylie because back in the day, I had a crush on literally every.
That bitch is dummy.
Are you referring to me as that bitch or
Just keep talking to him. Just keep.
All right,
telling your story.
you guys can save your comments till the end, please. So when we get back to
Where, Sam? Where, Sam? Where?
Longmont, Colorado. When we get back to Longmont for high school, I'm like, well, prior to getting back, I might have made arrangements with this girl named Savannah, who has been my friend for a long time, and the arrangement was to go to prom with her and my friend Matt as a threesome.
Cool.
So, me, being the little bitch that I am, was like, I don't like that because I also had kind of a crush on Savannah, kind of, right? Because she was hot and nice. So I was like,
so you had hoes.
I know hoes.
Oh my god, not exactly. It's more like I had futile crushes that didn't have any hopes of panning out.
So you were a wannabe pimp.
Not a wannabe pimp, more like I didn't know what I wanted, if that made sense.
Okay.
So I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Jeez. But I basically told Savannah, I'm not going to prom with you anymore. And then I asked Kylie out, and she rejected me. And then I went with Savannah and her group because she found a different guy to go with her. So that was my spring break, my prom experience. And instead of having that whole debacle, I could have been playing Resident Evil 7 with Connor and a couple of their friends.
That was a party. That was fun.
I believe it. What was your favorite part about Resident Evil?
Up until the end, okay. Spoiler alert, if you didn't play Resident Evil 7, I'm just gonna let you know now I'm gonna spoil something. But up until the end of the game, like that game was like terrifying, and my favorite part about it was this grandma, and my friend Sanson and I would always like freak out when we saw this grandma. She would sit at like the top of these stairs, and then she'd just appear randomly out through the game. Like all of a sudden you'd see grandma, like, oh, you're searching this room, oh, there's grandma, you know, like in the corner, and she's like in a wheelchair and it's dark, and it always freaked me out.
Hey, heard you were hungry.
And then at the end of the game, you know, for those of you who haven't played Resident Evil or have no desire to, she's this, you know, giant boss battle that like encompasses the entire house. But I didn't know that at the time. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. I mean, everything's scary like up to the point until you get to like the boat, and like then things start becoming like a little unrealistic. But I don't know. It's a fun game. Yeah,
Samson.
The graphics were amazing. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. But Grandma boss battle, I mean, it wasn't scary. It was just comedic at that point. But
like, oh, I'm having a good time.
And then I kept. I'd pretend like I didn't know how to save the game, and then I'd just keep shooting like my pistol, and then everyone would yell at me for wasting ammo. Like I'd shoot my gun, and then it'd be like, Connor, stop firing the pistol! It's like, oh, sorry, bang. Oops.
Pop another cap.
I wasted ammo.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like horror games.
I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but my alarm just went off. Or my fire alarm just went off. Yeah.
Is there a fire at your house? Or
no, I don't know, dude. My parents are doing some crazy shit in the kitchen, dude.
They're just like fucking around making dinner. It's what, 7 o'clock now?
Dude, don't worry what they're doing. All right. If I die, I die.
It's none of your concern, Sam.
I like being concerned about a lot of things. I like poking my nose.
Well, be concerned of your own safety, not mine.
Is that a threat? Am I gonna die tonight? Fuck.
Sam.
It gets me out of paying for my student loans.
Not even I would want to spend time killing you.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
That's a waste of time.
But I never had really much of an interest in playing any horror games just because they terrified me. Even like innocent horror games, like a long time ago, there was this game called Spooky's House of Jump Scares I played with Samson. that got on my nerves, gonna be honest, because after a while it stops being the more jump scare type of horror. Starts becoming more of that surreal psychological horror where you're like, I don't know if that guy is still behind me, or there's something in the corner of my vision that I can't see, and it's freaking me out.
I have to really like get into the horror vibe for me to actually like get scared. Like I have to turn off all the lights. I gotta put my headphones on. I gotta like turn up the volume, and then I'm like encompassed. But if any of those factors like don't happen to come with me, then I don't get scared. Then I just think of it as like a strategy game. Like, oh, it's almost like Dead by Daylight, where like, oh, you're stuck in here. How do you get out? Well, you have to repair these generators, So it's like,
Dead by Daylight.
It becomes a more strategy than scary.
More resource management too.
You know what was a scary game that no matter how many times I played through it or beat it, it always was scary?
What?
The Outlast series.
Outlast is freaky, dude.
Those. Oh man, those games were something else.
Although I will say that Outlast 2 was like,
Yeah, it was compared to like the first and the DLC or whatever, Whistleblower. But they were pretty good nonetheless. They were really good games. It was like, I don't know, it was awesome.
Well, man, we need more AAA horror games.
More AAA horror games. Well, who really wants to like develop enough resources for like AAA? Like for a AAA standard.
There's someone out there, dude.
There's a crap ton of like indie horror games. Like there is a ton of indie horror games out there, but there's barely any AAA horror games, like by big companies at least.
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like there's a market for horror games, but I don't think any like big name publishers are gonna like pursue it. You know
who I feel like would make a really good horror game is the people who made like Dark Souls. I feel like if that was in a horror environment, I feel like Bandai would make a good horror game.
EA would make a great horror game. No, I'm joking.
There's microtransactions.
Oh, yeah. Pay to win.
You can pay to skip a scene.
They draw you in by making the story like really intriguing, like a mystery horror. But then, in order to progress, you have to pay money.
You have to pay like $15 for a quote-unquote expansion.
Oh God, I can already feel my wallet crying out in pain.
What wallet, Sam? You have no money.
Yeah.
You don't need a wallet.
What wallet, Sam? You're poor.
If I was so poor, I would get more money from the federal government for college, but I don't. Fucking bullshit. I hate it.
I don't know, man. Just the whole financial crisis thing with college is just a no-go for me.
No, not for you.
No.
It's not too bad.
Oh yeah, that's what they all say to make this.
You shut the hell up.
Oh my God! Okay, I shouldn't have said anything.
One more thing, and I will march down to see you and fight you.
I'll see you here.
Can we kick Connor out of the podcast?
Oh man,
I'm doing all the publication stuff now. That was the only thing.
If you guys want Connor out of the podcast, please comment down below and give us a good number of likes.
Anthony, listen to me. I know we only have one viewer.
Anthony,
Alex, if we can
let's get rid of this guy.
That's why I can get rid of.
Even though you're a bitch, but still, we can work together.
Anthony,
an enemy of an enemy is a friend.
Rainbow Sits vote to kick in the corner. Like,
Anthony, if you can get 50 comments from 50 unique accounts, we'll put you into the podcast instead of Connor. That's what will happen.
You know what? That sounds pretty good to me. I agree with that.
I agree with this. All right. Boom. The deal is signed. So now that we're off the horror market, why don't we shift to a new game that's coming out onto the scene? Anthem. The new I don't know how to describe it. Action adventure RPG from BioWare. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I don't know. It does. I know Sam mentioned this earlier, but it looks like Warframe.
Warframe.
It looks like Warframe and Destiny and a little bit of Call of Duty.
And a little bit of Wolfenstein. At least that's the mood that I get from it.
Yeah,
a little bit of Wolfenstein. It's like, but I don't know. It looks interesting.
Looks good.
There's
Like
like
from the gameplay that I've seen, it looks like solid.
the two I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of gameplay, admittedly, but I've seen the gameplay I have. There were two classes because it's like a excuse me. It's like a two. It's like a class-based system. It's like a class-based system.
All right. Can you guys down in the comments below count how many times Sam said that?
Can you count how many times I stutter or like say the same word over
You
again?
know what,
Just
Connor? We need to invest in a counter for this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
should.
god.
You know,
It's like a
Sam, get on that editing.
oh my god, you're gonna make me do it too. This is I'm just their slave, aren't I?
I mean, you are Asian, so
That's most editing.
you do work in sweatshops, don't you? No, I'm joking.
That's my cousin. Don't confuse me with my cousin.
Oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ!
Jesus.
This is a good
This is-
podcast.
this
folks.
is,
this is a
this is
gaming
gonna-
podcast.
This is gonna be a gaming podcast
Okay,
that is mired in Anthem. Well, it's a class-based game which looks a lot like Destiny. You got the tank, you got like the ranger, quote unquote, and you got like the mage, quote unquote. So that like, and they're all based in these fucking like what do they call them? Frames, anthems. There's like a word they use, but the gimmick, they're basically in these big ass suits, power suits.
Kind of like
And kind of like Fallout. Yeah, the Sentinel one looks a lot like a power loader, kind of from Fallout. But
Okay.
each of these frames, I'm just gonna keep calling them frames, even if that's not like the technical name for them. All of them are really unique, it seems. But it also seems like they're just following in Destiny's footsteps, you know?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just basic, yeah. But I don't know. It's also got. It feels like a Destiny clone, but I'm also intrigued because I want to see what they do with it. The movement is a lot. I can say this: the movement is a lot more fast-paced. Because one of the gameplay videos that I saw was essentially just a guy flying around above the enemies.
Yeah, that's I saw the same video. I think.
Mhm.
It was, I don't know. I think it looks a lot like Destiny. I don't necessarily think though that they're trying to like copy Bungie or anything like that.
No,
Because I feel like it's like an original concept. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Also, I forgot to mention for my For Honor viewers out there, probably just Anthony all by himself. We got some new footage of Vortigern and some gameplay of him. We got to see some of his armor sets, some of his weapon sets, and we got to see a little bit of the new Shigoki rework, which was very, very interesting. As far as I know,
Shigoki's the fat one, by the way.
yeah.
thank you. I didn't know that.
So Shigoki's hyper armor is no longer a thing. Like he does have hyper armor, but it's not passive, so he doesn't regain it or lose it. So all of his moves contain hyper armor. That's the counter of it. He has more mix-ups, as we could see in the live stream that Ubisoft had. And then we got to see some things, some new mix-ups and some new tweaks that they made to Peacekeeper as well as Warlord. And yeah, pretty exciting stuff that we saw in the live stream. Even though I'm the only one who knows about this, but
I don't play For Honor.
Okay, I played For Honor like today. Okay, I played For Honor earlier today and yesterday. And,
Man, you don't play For Honor, but you play it?
Let me just say that I am the
Interesting.
best For Honor player that this world has ever seen. I mean,
Oh, damn.
I take on like 4v1 all the time, easy.
And it's just easy wins.
It's this game's too easy. That's why I don't like playing it because I don't really think it's a challenge. If
So-
I'd play it more often.
that's
Question.
not what I heard yesterday, Connor.
What did he tell you? I want to hear this.
Oh
tea.
man, me and a friend of mine, we fucked Connor up yesterday, and it was just a 2v1. He was like, "It's easy," and at the end of
Oh.
it, he wasn't saying anything. We're like, hey,
Damn.
Connor, what's wrong? And he didn't say anything.
You know,
So,
whenever Connor doesn't say anything, Shane, it's
pretty bad at that game.
You know, how about this? How about this? If Connor laughs, then he's lying. That's how Connor works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen to you.
There you are, Connor. There you are. Oh man.
You got me.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
this is, do we have anything else to talk about?
Not really. I want to go on the record and say that the Scooby meme that has infected Reddit lately.
Oh God, Shaggy.
Top tier. Shaggy. I'm sorry. The fact that they started with anime and now it just
Like,
it's
nice
the
job,
inter-
Sasuke, man. You only made me use 5% of my power. God,
I have to go down to Longmont, find Samson, and ask him to recreate some of these memes for me, because he has the best Shaggy voice. Oh my God, holy shit!
oh my God, dude, I can imagine.
It's
I really need to hang out with you guys again just to fucking hear that.
it's time though. I'm up
What'd
in
you
Fort
do it
Collins
for?
again.
Oh, Scooby Snack?
Scooby Snacks?
Raggy.
Shaggy doesn't do anything.
The black man's here. Anthony, if you're watching, you're a bitch. Your lawbringer is ugly, and I hope you had a bad day. Sam,
Oh my
would
God,
you like to add anything?
What already?
Anthony,
The ministry's here.
I can't think of anything. I'm sorry.
Ruh-roh, Anthony, you a bitch.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right,
Those
thank you
viewers
all
who
for
are completely
listening.
random and that are new to our podcast, we upload every Friday. We won't mention Anthony as much anymore. Just
Oh,
kidding.
no,
We'll
that's
probably mention him just as much as we normally
It'll
do.
be a tradition.
He's
from
gonna
now on.
become a character on this channel. You're just gonna have to deal with it as our viewers, all right?
Oh, wait until you guys see a picture of him.
Oh, you'd understand. I mean,
You-
God damn.
Look, there's a certain room in. Never mind.
Wait, hold on. I have to diss out Miguel here in a second.
That is
You go in a
Miguel.
favela. You go into kitchen in
Oh
favela.
man.
See there's a little kid on the wall wearing a green jersey.
It's yellow. It's not green.
Yellow jersey,
Green,
all right?
yellow.
It's this fat Brazilian kid who eats
That's
fucking
Miguel.
10 bananas.
That if you're
By the
wondering
record,
for official representation of Miguel, it is that kid.
for the record, I am not that obese. I do not have a big underbite or overbite, whatever it is.
Something wrong with your mouth.
I am not Brazilian, and I do not look like that.
Sure enough,
But for
it's-
some reason,
I thought for some reason you looked.
the way he looks and the way his skin is, it just reminds them of me, which
It-
I do
it's
not
an-
understand.
Uncanny. Uncanny
Not
match.
semblance.
You know, that would look like me if I got hit with a sledgehammer in the face multiple times and was obese and lived in
Just
Brazil.
yeeted you out of there.
All right, man. That's only 3 things. We can do that. But
Oh,
we hope
God.
you enjoyed today. Please come back again. I promise it's not as chaotic as it sounds today.
I mean,
If you guys want more, just hit that like button. Give
Hit
us
that
some
like
support.
button, hit that subscribe button, and more importantly,
stop. Please just stop.